Woman killed at wedding in Negril identified. The woman shot and killed at the wedding in Negril, Westmoreland on Saturday, has been identified as 28-year-old Roshana Senior, data entry clerk at Kingsville in Hanover. 2 photographers were also injured after gunmen opened fire at the wedding's bridal party at She's Hotel in Negril. Reports were that about 6:15 p.m., Senior was among the bridal party taking photographs when armed men traveling on motorcycle gained access to a neighboring beach property and opened fire on the wedding party through the pier fence of the resort, hitting Senior and 2 other photographers. The police were summoned, and upon arrival, the wounded persons were rushed to a medical facility in the area where 2 photographers were treated and Senior was pronounced dead. 63-year-old man killed in Hanover house fire. The Kingsville police in Hanover are carrying out investigations to determine the origin of a fire which left a 63-year-old man dead and sections of a house destroyed in the community on Sunday afternoon. The deceased has been identified as Cornell Somerville, unemployed of Kingsville. It is reported that about 12:30 p.m., fire was seen coming from Somerville's room on the ground floor of a family house in the community. Residents reached the scene and managed to put out the fire. Somerville's charred remains were found under the rubble. Alleged violence producer killed in St. James. A man the police say is a well-known violent producer was shot and killed in Matterfoot District in St. James on Sunday afternoon. He has been identified as 30-year-old Ron Barrett, otherwise called Manny Boy, unemployed, of Mafuto. The police say about 5:45 p.m., Barrett was among a group of persons at a shop in Mafuto when he was pounced upon by armed men and shot multiple times. He died on the spot. Investigators say Barrett was released from prison in 2020, where he served 10 years after being convicted on rape and illegal possession of firearm charges. They say since his return, he has come under investigation for murder and several shootings in his community. Golden apologizes for offensive comments about labor rights. Opposition leader Mark Golden on Sunday afternoon apologized for an offensive comment he recently made towards supporters of the governing Jamaica Labour Party JLP. Golden, who was addressing a meeting of the National Executive Council NEC of the opposition's People's National Party PNP at Calabar High School in St. Andrew, said he should not have made the comment. The PNP president, who called JLP supporters damn fool, suggested that annoyance led to the remark, which he made during a PNP organized protest in the St. Andrew Southeastern constituency 2 Thursdays ago. He said the comment was made after noting that PNP was being blamed for industrial action taken by some public sector workers and for interruptions to Prime Minister Andrew Holness's budget debate presentation because of a faulty microphone and power problems at Garden House. I said something where me shouldn't did say it that way. I said I'm a damn fool. Me shouldn't did say that. I apologize, said Golden at the NEC meeting. What I meant to say is that is totally ridiculous. I should have said totally ridiculous. So sorry for the damn fool comment. I didn't mean to cause no offense to nobody. You see, in politics, when you're in a position, you have to try to elevate the thing. If I hurt anybody's feeling, I'm sorry. Me never mean that. I was just commenting on how totally ridiculous it was, he added. DPP to seek death penalty in Nikita Noel murder case. Director of Public Prosecution DPP Paula Llewellyn will be seeking the death penalty in the case of 9-year-old Nikita Noel, who was allegedly raped and murdered by her stepfather in Hanover. Omar Green is charged for the offenses of murder in the course or furtherance of rape and rape. The girl was killed on the afternoon of February 1, reportedly following an argument with the mother of the deceased and the accused. In a release, the office of the DPP said, having carefully considered the allegations and the public interest, it entered into some agreement with the Hanover court, thereby discontinuing the matter in the parish court and shortly thereafter preferring a voluntary bail of indictment against Green in the Hanover Circuit Court. This means the case will continue in the Circuit Court. The DPP said Crown Counsel, on her instructions, also filed a death penalty notice in the Hanover Circuit Court. A copy of the notice was served on the accused when he made his appearance in court yesterday. The Offences Against the Person Act allowed the death penalty to be applied in the cases of persons who are convicted for murder in the course or furtherance of rape. The Act also prescribes that the death penalty will be imposed unless prior notice is given to the accused person. As such, the DPP noted that it was deemed appropriate by her office for the death penalty notice to be prepared and served on the accused yesterday. She said this is to ensure that at the earliest opportunity, the accused is made aware of the intention of the prosecuting authority to make the recommendations that the death penalty is an option for the sentencing judge. The rape and murder of Nikita was investigated by the Hanover police. The accused has been granted legal aid and is being represented by attorney at law Albert Morgan. He will appear in the court on Monday, July 3, 2023, at which time a psychiatric evaluation report is being submitted on his behalf. Health Ministry urges people displaying signs and symptoms of mpox to isolate and contact healthcare provider. The Health and Wellness Ministry is urging people who are displaying signs and symptoms of mpox to isolate and contact their health providers. The appeal following the confirmation of 2 additional mpox cases in the country. The latest cases are from Kingston and St. Andrew and were locally transmitted. Of the 21 cases of mpox recorded in the country since last year, 3 are active. Director of Public Promotion and Protection in the ministry, Dr. Simone Spence, is urging people to look out for the symptoms of the disease. Finance Minister refuses to apologize for Master Mark comment. Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clark has refused to apologize for referring to opposition leader Mark Golding as Master Mark. He instead spent most of his response to the firestorm of criticism, attempting to justify his use of the term. Dr. Clark addressed the matter during yesterday's sitting of Parliament. He acknowledged that Mr. Golding had apologized for his offensive reference to Jamaica Labour Party JLP supporters. The minister then sought to downplay the impact of the Master Mark reference and its racial inference. He cited use of the term in other scenarios where a person's race, color, ethnicity was not in question. Dr. Clark also sought to explain that his use of the term master was in relation to power and control.